Xiaomi has consolidated its position in the Indian handset segment over the course of the last 12 months by rolling out a wave of budget phones that offer great value for money. The Redmi Note 5 Pro, for instance, is the first device in the world to be powered by the Snapdragon 636, and the 4000 mAh battery easily delivers 2 days of use between charges. ASUS is now looking to emulate Xiaomi's success by launching the ZenFone Max Pro, which has similar specs and offers pure Android. The latter is interesting as it signifies a shift for ASUS on the software front. The Taiwanese manufacturer has mentioned that it decided to offer pure Android after receiving a lot of feedback from the Indian community, and the switch is certainly a welcome one. The ZenFone Max Pro isn't lacking on the hardware front either, with the device also offering the Snapdragon 636 chipset along with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Then there's the 5000 mAh battery, which is easily one of the largest available in this segment. And starting at just $165, it is more affordable than Xiaomi's offering. So at a first glance, the ZenFone Max Pro looks like it's the real deal. The hardware holds its own next to the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and the uncluttered interface is a far cry from what's on offer with MIUI. If there's one word to describe the design of the ZenFone Max Pro, it'd be generic. The phone is made out of metal, but the plain back and the plastic antenna inserts at the top and bottom make it feels like a device from 2016. In short, there really isn't much to get excited about on the design front. The build quality seems fine, but it doesn't have the same sturdiness as the Redmi Note 5 Pro. And coming in at 180 grams, even after packing a 5000 mAh battery, it doesn't look like the metal used in the construction of the chassis is as durable as you'll find on other budget phones. The 5.99-inch 18.9 FHD Plus display covers 85% of the NTSC color gamut, and the phone goes up to 450 nits. I haven't faced a lot of issue with the screen legibility under sunlight. However, the ambient brightness mode was finicky under low light conditions, and I had to manually boost brightness at night. Furthermore, the screen doesn't have any Gorilla Glass or Asahi Dragon Trail protection, so you'll have to invest in a screen protector to give it some sort of resistance to tumbles. Internal hardware is where the ZenFone Max Pro M1 truly shines, as the phone is one of the fastest devices in the category. Combining a Snapdragon 636 with pure Android makes the device fly. And while the software isn't still fully optimized, it's easy to see the M1 has a lot of potential. Internal hardware is where the ZenFone Max Pro M1 truly shines, as the phone is one of the fastest devices in this category. Combining a Snapdragon 636 with pure Android makes the device fly, and while the software isn't still fully optimized, it's easy to see that the M1 has a lot of potential. The phone will be available with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage, and there's also a version with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage. ASUS has also stated that it will launch a model with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage at a later date.